Why did Jesus let demons go into pigs? The man with a legion of demons. Have you ever come across a Bible story that made you stop and think, wait, what just happened? This is one of those stories. It's found in 3 different places in the Bible: Mark chapter 5, Luke chapter 8, and Matthew chapter 8. And it's about a man who had a legion of demons inside him. Not 1, not 10, a legion. That's about 6,000 evil spirits tormenting a single soul. He lived in a graveyard. Can you imagine that? Day and night, he screamed. He cut himself. People were so afraid of him that they stayed away. Even chains couldn't hold him. He always broke them. He was suffering alone, in the dark, with no one to help him, until Jesus came. And what happened next is so strange, so powerful, that many people still ask, why did Jesus allow the demons to enter the pigs? Why pigs? Why not just cast them away? Let's walk through this slowly. And as we do, open your heart. Because this story is not just about demons or animals. It's about freedom. And maybe it's about you. When Jesus stepped onto the land, the man with demons ran to him, not to attack, but to fall at his feet. The demons inside him were afraid. They knew Jesus. They knew his power. They knew that their time was up. They begged Jesus, "Please don't send us into the abyss, the place of punishment." Then they looked over at a large herd of pigs, about 2,000, and asked to go into them instead. And Jesus, with one word, said, "Go." Instantly, the demons entered the pigs. The entire herd ran down a steep hill, into the lake, and drowned. Now pause. That's not something you see every day. And maybe it sounds harsh or strange to our ears. But Jesus was showing us something important. What demons do, what evil always does, is destroy. When they were in the man, they tried to destroy him. When they entered the pigs, they destroyed them too. This is a clear warning. The enemy only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. John 10:10. But Jesus came to bring life. Jesus didn't just set the man free. He showed everyone watching that evil has no chance when Jesus steps in. Let that sink in. Jesus is stronger than every evil power. And what happened to the man after that? This man who had been wild and broken was now sitting calmly, wearing clothes, thinking clearly. He was completely healed. What did he want to do next? He wanted to follow Jesus. But Jesus said something unexpected. He told the man, "Go home. Tell your friends and family what God has done for you." And that's what the man did. He became a living testimony of God's power and love. This story teaches us powerful truths. Jesus sets people free. Luke 4:18. Even demons tremble at his name. James 2:19. Jesus came to destroy the works of the devil. 1 John 3:8. The spiritual world is real, but Jesus is the winner. Now I want to speak to you. Maybe you're going through something you can't explain. Maybe you feel heavy, afraid, stuck. You might be battling fear, anxiety, depression, or even spiritual attacks. Listen closely. Jesus is not far away. He sees you. He hears your cry. And he has the power to set you free, just like he did for the man in the graveyard. Jesus is not afraid of your mess. He's not shocked by your pain. He walks into the dark places to bring light. He breaks chains. He heals what feels broken beyond repair. The man in the story didn't have it all together. He wasn't religious. He didn't know all the right words. He was just desperate. And sometimes that's all it takes. Desperation leads to freedom when Jesus steps in. So what about you? Will you let him in? Will you believe that his power is greater than your problems? If you do, type AMEN in the comments. Say it out loud. Let your faith rise up. Then share this video with someone you know who's struggling, someone who needs to hear that no chain is too strong for Jesus to break, because no matter how deep the darkness, Jesus is the light, and the darkness cannot win.